One of Australia's very best golf destinations is Victoria's Mornington Peninsula, a scenic stretch of coastal land between 60 and 90 minutes south of Melbourne's CBD. In this video, we'll count down our top 10 golf courses on the Mornington Peninsula. And if you hang around until the end of the video, we'll also tell you which of these courses you can stay at. At number 10, we have Rosebud Country Club's North Course. A nicely undulating layout with some impressive playing surfaces, Rosebud's North Course was long underrated, but in recent years has hosted an event on the PGA Tour of Australasia and is getting the recognition it deserves. Next up, and much closer to the end of the Mornington Peninsula, we have Sorrento Golf Club. Rarely is a blade of grass out of place at Sorrento, and the greens are generally an absolute treat to putt on. There are some pretty dramatic elevation changes at Sorrento, which isn't a long course, so there's plenty of interesting short and medium length par 4s. Our number 8 course on the Mornington Peninsula is Moonah Links's Open Course. Now this one is an absolute beast from the back tees because the course was designed to host the Men's Australian Open, which it did twice in 2003 and 2005. Thankfully, there's plenty of forward tee options so everyone can find a fair test. The course is relatively wide open, but there are plenty of little pot bunkers littered around the course to trip you up. Still at Moonah Links, at number 7, we have the Legends Course. Also designed by Peter Thompson, Mike Wolveridge and Ross Perrett, the Legends Course is a gentler test than the Open Course. Shorter, a little bit tighter, with plenty of rugged terrain surrounding the holes and some interesting undulations too. Fun is a word that comes to mind when we think of the Legends Course. At number 6, we head almost to the end of the Mornington Peninsula to Portsea Golf Club. There's a rugged and natural feel to Portsea and plenty of elevation change, but that doesn't stop the wind from sometimes roaring, which really adds to the challenge of Portsea. At number 5 is the Dunes, a links-style course set on rolling dunes, as the name suggests. The Dunes opened in 1995 and you could argue started the wave of premium public access golf courses on the Mornington Peninsula. There's about 1,300 metres difference in course length from the front tees to the back tees, so you really need to think about which tees suit your skill level. At the Dunes, the holes are routed in just about every direction, which leads to a great variety of shots, particularly if the wind is up. And just a very short distance away as the crow flies, our number 4 course, St Andrews Beach. Widely regarded as the best public access golf course on mainland Australia, St Andrews Beach was designed by world-renowned American course architect Tom Doak. There's a tremendous variety of holes here. Generally speaking, there's lots of room off the tee. It's your approach game that is put under a microscope. Many of the greens are closely guarded by swales and steep runoffs. St Andrews Beach is a course you'll never grow tired of playing. At number 3, we travel to the National Golf Club in Cape Schanck, specifically the Old Course. Designed by Robert Trent Jones Jr. and first opening in the late 80s, the Old Course is one of the most dramatic golf courses you'll find, with daring forced carries off the tee and some steep slopes on the greens. Undoubtedly, the high point of the round comes at the par 3 7th, where you play to a wide but shallow green perched on the edge of a ravine with sensational views of nearby Bass Strait. And just on the other side of the Nationals clubhouse, we find our number 2, the Gunnamatta course. The youngest of the Nationals courses, the Gunnamatta was designed by Tom Doak and opened in 2019 as a comprehensive redesign of the previous layout, which was known as the Ocean Course. The fairways are wide, but bunkers are often used to guard the side of the fairway you want to be on. A favourite is the par 3 16th with its infinity green against the backdrop of Gunnamatta Beach. And for number 1, capping off a clean sweep for the National, it's the golf club's Moonah course. Designed by Greg Norman and Bob Harrison, the Moonah course opened in 2000. It's reasonably generous off the tee and features some brilliant green complexes. On quite a few holes, there are side slopes and backstops you can use to bring your ball back onto the green. The past 2 years, the Moonah course has hosted the season-ending event on the PGA Tour of Australasia. So that's our list of the top 10 golf courses on the Mornington Peninsula. As for which of those courses have accommodation, Rosebud Country Club has rooms on the property. At Moonah Links, there's a Peppers Resort on site. Portsea has a 4-star Mercure with boutique rooms. The Dunes has Links Lodge with rooms perched above the 18th green. And St Andrews Beach has apartments you can stay in. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay up to date with all of our content.